name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads and to join the entrepreneur tribe. Now, customers are your best referrals. You see, in business, when you tell people how great you are, people aren't really inclined to believe that unless they've heard it, unless they have heard you say it 7+ times, at least 7 times. And when someone buys from you, when they tell other people how great you are, because you've got a 5-star service, you're amazing, you don't mess around, you do the order fast, and when they tell other people how great you are and that you should buy their product, they're more likely to trust the third party than they are to trust you, because the third party is someone unbiased, impartial, that has no affiliation to you, and often it's someone they know and trust already. Maybe they've known them their entire life, or they've known them and watched them on TV for years and years, or they've heard of them all the time. But if this person recommends you, they're more likely to trust you. This is why you get things like celebrities endorsing products, because they might not recognise or trust the brand or the manufacturer, but they recognise the celebrity, they recognise them as an authority. So as soon as these people recommend you, they're more likely to buy from you, and that's important to understand. Referrals. You got to understand that there's a few interesting key performance index matrix. Things called like average order value that you can use to encourage people, like through social proof or scarcity or authority, to encourage people to buy more from you. Generally speaking, there are 6 ways to influence people. It's what I call LARCs. LARCSS. It is liking, authority, reciprocity, consistency or commitment, social proof, and scarcity. So liking is people are more likely to trust and like and buy from the people who they like. So trust, if you start watching 100 of my videos, you're going to be very familiar with me and you're going to trust me. So liking is all about knowing the person and trusting them. And when you like someone, you're more likely to overlook their flaws and overlook their shortcomings. Authority is someone that's in a presumed position of authority is more likely to be trusted, whether that's a perception, a false reality, or actual reality. Like an author or professor is more likely to be trusted than somebody else. But also, if you're on the street and there's a guy with a hard hat and a high vis and a notepad and a pen walking around in a suit, especially, they're going to, just the perception is reality, they're going to think he's an authority. Reciprocity, the more you give to the world, the more you're going to get back. Share, 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 give, 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 share, share, share. Take what you know, share it with the world, and without expecting anything in return. That's the key thing. Share without the expectation of anything in return. Consistency or commitment is essentially if someone says they're going to do something and you're playing on their reputation, or they claim to do something publicly, then to maintain faith, they feel more obliged and they feel more pushed, and there's more at stake to do that, to actually follow through what they say they're going to do. For example, in London, in the underground, often when people are getting on and off the tubes, the people that work there go onto the megaphone and say, "Make way, clear room, blah blah." I'm always surprised they don't say something like, "Come on, Londoners, I thought you were smarter than, more politer than this. Stick to the left, make some room, make way, make way. Come on, Londoners, pay attention. You're showing us up in front of the tourists. The whole world is watching us. Come on, Londoners, what are you messing about at?" Play on the reputation, and just play on who they think they are. And it's like, "Oh, I'm smart. I'm a Londoner. I'm a good guy." Oh, he makes a good point. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I better keep to the left and not mess around. Yeah. Ooh. CSS. So, social proof is billions and billions served. More people that do it, the more people that have done it, the more likely people to continue doing it. If there's a way of showing that thousands of people have bought from you, then the chances are people are going to follow through. Because naturally, we're a herd mentality people. If we see people walking that way, we're more inclined to walk that way as well, the worn path, because that shows that it's safe, and that shows that it's worked before. It's worked for these people. It'll work for us. And lastly, Scarcity. There's only one of this, and it's mine. Scarcity indicates that when something is scarce or few or rare, we value it much more because there's only one in existence. When there's only one of those things in existence, we value it really high. So if you can demonstrate in some way that this is scarce, people are going to appreciate it a lot more than if it was plentiful and bountiful. So there's some ways that you can incorporate into creating referrals, creating people that talk naturally about your business. Another way that I'm trying to do it is embed word of mouth into the business. So for 2 examples is, if you have a product that's remarkable, something unexpected and remarkable, something worth remarking about, and something that breaks their pattern of their ordinary, it stands out in their head and they remember it more. And when they remember it more, top of head, tip of tongue, they're more likely to talk about it. And to kind of piggyback on that is, if you have a product name or product service or product website or something like that, where the title is kind of like gossip, then it's going to naturally flow off their tongue. A lot easier anyway. So my second business, I named the business Potato in the Post. So when people are gossiping, after they've received a potato, they're in the pub, they're in the bar, they're going to say something like, I received today, you won't believe what I got. I got a potato in the post. So if you can have something like that in your business, in the naming convention, or on the product or the website, then you can create word of mouth right there. And that's referrals. That's people talking about how I got this cool thing, and they're talking about it. They remember what your website is called. Another way of doing it is having your products have unique names, and there was some psychology behind this, but I can't fully remember it. But if you have some obscure name or something creative, I think a creative name like the green, the blue book, or the turquoise book, people will think, why is it turquoise? Why is it blue? Why is it called turquoise? And they will attribute positive thing. They will think of positive reasons why it's called that. And they'll think, is it because it's blue? It's from the ocean, or it's seen the world, or from the sky? Well, why is it called blue? And they kind of reinforce the chance to buy by only creating positive thoughts about it. So it's like the blue book. Okay, why is it blue? Is it seen the ocean? Has it travelled the world? Is it from the depth of the ocean? Why is it blue? Is it from the ocean? Is it a good swimmer, for example? Is it made of water? Or why is it called that? They're not going to think negative thoughts about it with creative names. They're going to just put positive thoughts onto something. And when they do positive thoughts, they're essentially what's confirmation bias. They're reinforcing their chances of buying the product from you. And if they do that, and they get it, and they still don't understand why it's called that, they might even talk about it. They might share it with their friends and family and discuss it online, or there might be some forums and all the rest. You never know. Or even a book, like, what the hell is this? Or in a video, what the hell is this kind of thing, you know. But that's some ways of getting referrals, and referrals are much more powerful than you. The only way, or one of the best ways that you can counter the referral thing or supplement it is just through consistency, through frequency, just through being seen daily, being visible all the time, and people will become to know, like, and trust you, and that's vital. So the question of the day is, how are you encouraging more referrals in your business? Some of the things I've discussed, I'm already applying, like the potato in the post thing, I'm already applying that. But what about you? What are you doing? Also, click on the subscribe button for the latest uploads, press the bell notification to join the entrepreneur tribe, and also check out this video here, something else cool that could be worthwhile here. How cool is that? So subscribe and you see me again soon. Bye for now.